Howdy folks, it's the neighbor down the street on day 4 or 5 of my Superfocus glasses, and I have to say I've had some irritating moments with them. Um, once you set the focus, like driving is amazing. You have a total field of view, everything's clear, I have no problem, the distance and the dashboard, actually seems fine. Not blurry or not blurry to where I'm going to notice it. Being out in a store, walking around, fantastic. Sitting at the computer, really fantastic, especially those of you with progressives know you're not tilting your neck to find the sweet spot. However, in a classroom setting, these are very annoying and irritating. Looking up at a board, looking down at notes, looking up at a board, you are grabbing these each time. And there's a couple things with this. I think one thing is, and there's a really weird story about this that happened the first night that I had these and was really messing around with them. A real big issue is going to be the stiffness of this slider, and I had read that they are stiff when you get them, and they do loosen up. And their instructions, you got to grab the glasses to move the thing, and you can't grab this way. You got to be like this. It's so stiff that's really annoying. I mean, with the hands now, it has loosened a bit, and I can kind of get it. Starting to kind of go. I still got to brace it. See, it's rough. So if the slider was easy enough where I could just go boop, boop, boop without pressing down and stuff on it, that might make a real difference with that type of a situation classroom. But even on a smaller scale, it's kind of annoying on a number of levels. I'm sitting at my desk and I'm looking straight down and I'm focused, but if I have paper over in the far corner with notes or whatever on it, well, that's kind of out of focus. So you're back to doing this. You get up to go to the kitchen, right? Well, you're doing it again. I look at the computer. I turn to go look at a TV. All right. So that's annoying. That's definitely annoying. I think it's also kind of a potential, for like headaches, because it doesn't get precisely precise right there, and you're kind of fiddling with it and adjusting it. Again, mostly because it's so stiff. If I just went, though it is improving. And because of that, I actually called them today to perhaps return them. They're just not going to be practical for me, I don't think, as good as they are, to watch a show or look in one place, or especially the distance, and I have to say the reading. I have to take my progressives off to read, and the big problem is the presbyopia. Even then, my own lenses aren't focusing. Right? They're not changing, they're not as flexible. And I can read with these, which is nice. Nothing's blurry. But are they practical enough really for every day? Is it worth the cost just for what I do? But so I called them. Brad, very nice. And he was like, well, have you got them fitted yet? And I went, well, no, I haven't gotten them actually fitted. So do that. He's saying, yeah, that slider's going to loosen up. Right? Slider's going to loosen up, and and as with any kind of new eyeglass or prescription, you get used to it after a couple weeks. He's saying what people's experience is they find some kind of weird sweet spot. It seems counterintuitive to me, since that's a term used with progressive lenses a lot. But we'll see. They're very good with the return thing. It's not that if you have a return, it's got to be back there within the 30 days. You can wear them up, 29 days and send them, so they can come after that. So they're not going to play a game with that. And, you know, seems genuinely curious about the experience on using them. So we'll see. I'm keeping them for now. We'll check it out. I think a big issue is, see, if that just went right now, I'd probably be pretty happy. Uh, Big issue is going to be the slider thing loosening up. Huh? Yeah, and I guess it makes me look like I'm taking photographs. And the first night I was out with them, just really screwing around with them, and I got a hostile reaction from someone that I found really bizarre on a number of levels. But I'm just saying, you know, when you're going up, it's probably, uh, you know, if you want to do it, you might want to be careful where you go and what you're doing. All right, that's it. We'll see what happens.